Hello everyone, welcome back again to Selfie channel. Today we are going to discuss about the adjective clauses. For the previous discussions, we also describe what kinds of the noun clauses, what is the adverbial clauses, and kinds of the sentences. It is the differences between independent clauses and dependent clauses. And we discuss about what is the adjective clauses. Adjective clauses here, like an adjective is like a dependent clause that the function as an adjective, that is, it modifies, gives more information about a noun or pronoun. You know that the functions of the adjective is to modify a noun. For example, like I have the word like girl. There are two girls, and then I want to modify the girl. Which one of yours? Okay, the beautiful girl is mine. The word beautiful adjective is to modify the noun girl. And here for the adjective clause here means that the dependent clause and the functions is to modify the noun. You know that the functions of the noun, like as a subject, as an object. Okay, look at this sentence here. There are three sentences here. The first Thanksgiving feast in the United States lasted 3 days. It is the original one. It is the simple sentence. But I would like to give the I want to modify the word Thanksgiving here. Like the first Thanksgiving feast in the United States, which took place in 1921, lasted 3 days. Okay, first Thanksgiving and modified by clauses which took place in 1921. Okay, the second, I would like to modify the word everyone. Actually, the sentence like everyone pass it easily, and so many everyone's here. That's why I would like to modify the word everyone, become to make it specific. Everyone who studied for the exam pass it easily. The second, and then I would like to change my specific informations, like the award was for his volunteer work, and then there are so many awards that maybe they have, and then I would like to make it specific, like the award that Mario received was for his volunteer work. In the first sentence, which took place 1920, is an adjective clause that gives more information about the noun phrase. The first Thanksgiving feast in the United States. This noun phrase is called antecedents of the adjective clause. What is adjective clause? In the second sentence, what is the antecedent? Is the antecedent or a noun or pronoun? What is the adjective clause in the third sentence? And what is the antecedents that we will discuss after this for the next slide. We try to focus here. You know that the adjective clauses are one way to improve your writing style, because they use the subordinations to connect the ideas. Subordinations rather than coordinations, using lots of ands and buts to connect the ideas, is the mark of a mature writing style. And here, however, take care not use too many adjective clauses. Why? Because very difficult for you when we use the too many adjective clauses to state which part of the noun to modify the adjective clause here. And a paragraph or essay that is filled with too many who's and which is not good either. That's why when you want to describe about, or when you want to make it specific informations using too many adjective clause, sometimes the paragraph is not good in either. Okay, for the first, relative pronouns and adverbs. An adjective clause begins with the relative pronoun or relative adverb. You know that the pronouns here, like for the people, who, whom, whose, that, it is refer for the people, and which, whose, that refer to the animals and things. And for the adverb, we are able to use the subordinator when or where, refer to the time and place. Okay, here, to avoid confusion, an adjective clause should come right after its antecedents. Okay, we discuss one by one here. Positions of the adjective clauses. When you put the clauses, like for the first sentence here, like he left the gift in his friend's car that he had just bought, it is not clear whether the adjective clause modify car or gift. Look at this, that he had just bought. That he had just bought, it is to modify a car or it is to modify the gift. The corrected one is like he left the gift that he had just bought in his friend's car. So give here, we are able to modify, we are able to make it specific informations like that he had just bought in his friend's car. If you create like the first sentence, make the writer, make the reader confused which one you want to make it a specific, gift or car. That's why you have to create like this. And then in the following example, notice that the adjective clause comes immediately after the antecedents. Okay, look at here. Scientists, no matter where scientists appears in the sentences, look at here. Scientists who study fossil are called paleontologists. And here, the government awards large contracts each year to scientists who do research for the government. Look at here. Notice that the adjective clause comes immediately after the antecedent scientist, no matter where scientist appears in the sentence. Okay. Yeah. Occasionally, that the other word may come between the antecedents and the adjective clauses. Here, recently, a friend of mine at the University of Toronto, who is majoring in electrical engineering, received a government grant to study airport runway lighting. Here, come between the antecedents and adjective clause. Here it is like the antecedents, and here for the adjective clause between. And yesterday I spent an hour in the library reading the article from Scientific American that the instructor had put on reserve. The article, yeah, that the instructor had put on reserve. Sometimes an adjective clause modify the entire sentence, like in this case, it comes at the end of the sentence, that the relative pronoun is always which and a clause is always non-restrictive. And maybe we discuss after this what is the difference between the restrictive and non-restrictive. Verb agreement in adjective clause. The verb in adjective clause agrees in number with its antecedents compared its two sentences. Look at here. The verse is like an employee who works part-time usually receive no benefits. The verb works is singular to agree with the singular antecedents employee. Look at here, an employee, it is like a she, he, the subjects or the pronouns of she or he, an employee. That's why the verb agreement we have to use the works, who works. Why we use the works? Because here the original sentence like an employee usually receives no benefits, so it is like an employee here, like she or he. That's why we use the who works part-time to make it like parallel, receives and works. Employees who work part-time usually receive no benefits. And the second paragraph here, we know that the verb agreements here, like for the simple present here, it is like a they. The pronoun or the subject, the functions as they usually receive no benefits. That's why when you want to describe the word employees using who work, not who works, but who work. The verb work is plural to agree with the plural antecedents employees. Okay, look at here. What is the difference? This one is an employee, singular from she or he, and the original one, an employee, usually receives no benefits. And here, employees who work part-time usually receive no benefits. Punctuations of the adjective clauses. Adjective clauses are either, look at here, there are two here, like I said to you, restrictive, necessary, or non-restrictive, unnecessary. A restrictive clause is necessary because it identifies its antecedents for the reader. Do not use commas with the restrictive clauses. Second, a non-restrictive clause is not necessary to identify its antecedent. It merely gives the reader some extra information about it, because you can omit a non-restrictive clause without loss of meaning. Separate it from the rest of the sentence with a comma. Look at how to use the punctuations of the adjective clause: restrictive, necessary, and non-restrictive, unnecessary, using the punctuation. The relative pronoun that is used the relative clauses only, and which is used non-restrictive clauses only. The other relative pronouns and adverbs can be used in both restrictive and non-restrictive clause, like who, maybe, which, where, when, and so on. Kinds of adjective clause. There are different types of adjective clauses. In each different types, the relative pronoun has different functions. It may be a subject or an object in own clause. It may replace a possessive word. Relative pronouns as a subject. Yeah, look at here. We are able to use the who, which, or that. Subject relative, who, which, and that. American football, which is the most popular sport in the United States, began at the Harvard University. Look at here. Actually, the simple sentence like American football began at the Harvard University. And I would like to give the specific informations. I want to modify the word or the phrase American football become the adjective clauses, which is here, which is the most popular sport in the United States. In this pattern, who, which, and that can be either singular or plural. make up the verb agree with the antecedents. Look at here. I have not read the magazine that is lying on the coffee table. Look at here, the magazine that is lying. The verb is lying is singular to agree with the singular antecedents magazine. Look at here, magazines 1. And here, I have not read the magazines that are lying on the coffee table. The verb are lying is a plural to agree with the plural antecedents. Why? It is categorized like it give the information or pronoun it, and it is the pronoun they. That's why using are lying, and this is like is lying. The following example show you how to combine two sentences to make a new sentence containing a subject, pattern, adjective clauses. For the verse, like for people here, like restrictive who and that here. The word I give you two sentences here. People save time and energy. People use microwave ovens. Okay. When you want to describe about, when you want to give the specific informations about people, you are able to use the relative pronoun using who and that. Look at here. People who use microwave ovens save time and energy. For informal, you are able to use people that use microwave ovens save time and energy. You are able to use who and that. But the that here is like an informal written. And for the non-restrictive who here, microwave cooking is not popular with the most professional chef. Say that, okay, look at here. Professional chef say that fast cooking does not allow flavors to blend. And then I would like to change the word professional chef, because you know we have to, when in combining the two sentence independent simple sentence with the simple sentence, and we create adjective clause, we need this we need the same noun. Here people, they, and here microwave cooking is not popular with the most professional chef. And the second sentence is professional chefs say that fast cooking does not allow flavors to blend. And I would like to combine it like microwave cooking is not popular with most professional chefs who say that fast cooking does not allow flavors to blend. Yeah. And for animal and things, for the restrictive, you are able to use the that, and non-restrictive, you are able to use which. And there are two sentences here. Ovens are capable of cooking food quickly, and the second, they use microwave energy, or ovens use microwave energy. There are two subjects here are same, ovens, and it is like ovens, and I combine it like ovens that use microwave energy are capable of cooking foods quickly. And for the non-restrictive here, I also provide two sentences here. An electron tube in the oven produce microwaves. The second is microwaves cook by agitating the water molecules in food. And we combine it. An electron tube in the oven produce microwaves which cook by agitating the water molecules in food. Yeah. Okay, it is your turn. Okay, for the first, you have to read first all of them. Combine the two sentences each pair to make a new complex sentence. So you have to create like there is a dependent clause and independent clause. Dependent clause here is like adjective clause. Step 1, change the subject of the second sentence to a relative pronoun and use who, which, or that. It's up to you. And combine the two sentences, placing the adjective clause as close its antecedents as possible. It's better for you to create there is an antecedents first. And add commas is if necessary. Look at here, like there are two sentences here. John Fish explained the complex structure of DNA. And the second is, he is research chemist. Look at here. He it is like explaining there are two subjects same here. He referred to the John, and when we want that's why I would like to give the specific informations to the John. John Fish. Who is John Fish? John Fish, who is a research chemist, explained the complex structures of DNA. Here, John Fish, who is a research chemist, explained the complex structure of DNA. It is like complex sentence because John Fish explained the complex structures of DNA, and there is a dependent clause, who is a research chemist. Your turn here. Second is, while he lectured, he showed us a slide, and the second is the slide diagram the double helix structures of DNA. For the first ones, you have to find the same noun first. It's up to you, subject or object. Please find in this practice, and you combine it using the relative pronoun. Second material is like a relative pronoun as a as an object. Previous we discussed about subject, and here relative pronouns as a object. A relative pronoun can be an object in its own clauses. Okay, you are able to use like using whom, which, and that. You know whom and that to describe a people or person, and which for things or animal. We discuss after this. Okay, the address that he gave me was incorrect. Note, you can omit that in object patterns closely only. Look at here. The address that he gave me was incorrect. You are able to create like the address he gave me was incorrect. You are able to omit it that in this sentence. There are two sentences here. The address was incorrect, and the second sentence is like address. He gave me the address. Okay. The following example show you how to combine two sentences to make a new sentence containing an object pattern adjective clause. Yeah, like I said to you, for the restrictive, whom, that, and without or omitted, and non-restrictive using whom, and for the restrictive, that or omitted, and non-restrictive using which for the animal and things. Look at here. So when you want to use that it is able to use for the both of them, for people or for animal and things. Here, look at here. The professor is chair of the English department. It is the first sentence, and you should see the professor. Look at here, the professor here as an object. That's why I would like to change, or I would like to give the specific information or modif the noun professor becomes adjective clause. It is possible like to create like this. What professor, the professor whom you should see is chair of the English department. We know we have to combine, we have to erase one of them. The professor is chair of the English department, and you should see the professor. Why whom here? Because the functions here replace the word object. You should see professor. You should see the professor. Okay, the professor here become the professor whom you should see is chair of the English department. Or the second is you are able to create, but it is informal one. The professor that you should see is chair of the English department, and the professor you should see is chair of the English department. So there are three possible clause, the complex sentence that you are able to create using whom, that, and erasing whom or that. And for the non-restrictive here, Dr. White is an ecologist. You met Dr. White in my office. When I would like to combine using non-restrictive here with a comma, Dr. White, which Dr. White whom you met in my office is an ecologist. Why we use whom? Because the original sentence is you met Dr. White. Dr. White positions here as an object. That's why we create Dr. White whom you met in my office is an ecologist. There are two sentences here and we combining become the complex sentence. And the third, for animal and things, for the verbs using restrictive and non-restrictive. Restrictive first, the book was written in German. The professor translated the book. The book that the professor translated was written in German, and the book the professor translated was written in German. Look at here, there are two we have to also find. It is the original one, the professor translated the book. The book was written in German. So when we combine the book that the profession translated was written in German, or the book the professor translated was written in German. And for non-restrictive here, comma, environmental science is one of the most popular courses in the college. Dr. White teaches environmental science. There are two here, environmental science and environmental science. Environmental science, which Dr. White teaches, is one of the most popular courses in the college. Okay, your turn. Practice. Change into, okay, number one, I have two here. Albert Einstein was a high school dropout. The world recognized him as a genius. Okay, what the part of noun as the same here? It is Albert Einstein. Why? Because Albert Einstein, there is a him. Him here refer to the Albert Einstein, and the original word, the original sentence, like the world recognize him, or the world recognize Albert Einstein as a genius, and we combine it become Albert Einstein, whom the world recognize as a genius, was a high school dropout. Okay, number one is done for you, and your turn. You have to complete it number 2 to number 6. There are 5 numbers here. Okay, possessive adjective clauses. In a possessive adjective clauses, the relative pronoun whose replace a possessive word such as marries, his, or their, the company's, or its. And possessive adjective clauses can follow the subject or the object pattern. And in subject pattern, don't forget you have to attach it by the noun phrase. Okay, look at whose plus noun phrase. Even it is like a subject or object. Look at here. Some writers feel the whose should be used for to refer only to people. For animals and things, they recommend using of which we have to compare it. Like if followed by the people. If they refer to the people using whose. But if the animals or thing, it's better for you to use the word which. Look at here. I returned the book whose cover was torn. I returned the book, the cover of which was torn. Other writers use whose in all but the most formal writings, such as legal documents. Maybe some of the writers using the whose to all to indicate like it is for people and animal and things, but it is like just a part of them only, not belong to all of them. Okay, you have learned here that the verb in adjective clause agrees with the antecedents. Look at here. The student who is working alone is a friend of mine. The second, the students who are working together are also friends of mine. Now learn the exceptions when whose plus noun is the subject of an adjective clause. The verb agrees with that noun. Look at here. She take here. It is not described about the possessive, but it is described about the adjective clause using relative pronoun who and who. Two antecedents like singular and plural here. And she takes care of two children whose mother works at night. The verb works is a singular to agree with mother, and the verb work is plural to agree with parents. She takes care of here whose parents work at night. Look at here, the verb works is singular to agree with a mother, and here whose parents belong to mother and father. You find the differences between this sentence. She takes care of two children whose mother belong to mother or belong to the girl's mother. The original word, the girl's mother or whose mother works at night. And the second here, she takes care of two children of the two children whose parents or the girl's parents belong to mother and father, work at night. The verb work is plural, agree with the parents. The following examples show you how to combine subject pattern. For people, animal, things, subject pattern here using whose, and non-restrictive also combining with whose. Opportunities are increasing for graduates. Graduates' degrees are in computer engineering. You can put here, there is a apostrophe, so it is belong like a possessive adjective. Okay, you know when you combine the possessive adjective using whose plus noun. Okay. Opportunities are increasing for graduates whose degrees are in computer engineering. And it is also non-restrictive Santa Claus is the symbol of Christmas gift giving. His jewelry figure appears everywhere during the Christmas season. His maybe is here refer to Santa Claus figure. Santa Claus whose jewelry figure appears everywhere during the Christmas season is the symbol of Christmas gift giving. You know that Santa Claus is the symbol Christmas giving and described by the possessive adjective clause whose jewelry figure appears everywhere during the Christmas seasons. Subject, and we create a new containing an object pattern. It is still same here, using the whose for the restrictive and non-restrictive. The citizen protested. The government had confiscated their property. They here refer to the citizen. That's why we create the citizen whose property the government had confiscated protested. Or for the non-restrictive, with comma here. Consumer Reports magazine published comparative evaluations of all kinds of the products. Shoppers trust the magazine's research. Here, there is a possessive adjective. We change Consumer Reports whose research shopper trust publish comparative evaluations of all kinds of product. Okay, it is your turn. Practice 3. Number 1 is done. Her childhood here. Her childhood belong to Maya Angelou's childhood. Okay, you create like this. Okay, this is your turn. Next, what is relative pronoun as object of prepositions? Sometimes like we need after prepositions, after preposition it always preceded by noun. That's why I would like to give you some information about the modify noun or adjective clause after prepositions here. A relative pronoun can be the object or the preposition in its own clauses. Look at here, object relative pronouns, whom, which, that, no pronoun. The address to which I send my applications was incorrect. These adjective clauses are formed in two ways, the formal way and the informal way. Beginning of the clause, for whom I did a favor, to which I sent my application, in which the gift was wrapped, with whom I share a secret. Okay, here. For the example B here, in the informal way, the pronoun comes at the beginning and the prepositions at the end of the clause. Whom I did for, whom I share a secret with, which I sent my application to, and that the gift was wrapped in. Okay, the following example here, like A is a formal and B is a informal. Okay. The candidate lost the election. I voted for the candidate. For the formal one, using whom or restrictive, or you are able to use that, or maybe you are able to omit it. Become the candidate for whom I voted lost the election. Or B here is like an informal. You are able to create the sentence like the candidate whom I voted for lost the election. or the candidate that I voted for lost the election, or the candidates I voted for lost the election. It is for the people. And to describe about the animal, please read by yourself. Okay. Your practice here, like change the sentence with the underline prepositional phrase to an adjective clause. And step 2 here, like you create in A, you have to create like a formal pattern, and B is like possible informal patterns. It is like formal and it is like informal. 2 sentence here, finding reasonable prices housing in the big cities is a problem, and the second one is many young people are concerned about the problem. Okay, your turn here. I provide you 5 number. Okay. And next is like adjective clauses with phrases of quantity and quality. Quantity relative pronouns, sometimes we are able to use like some of whom, all of whom, each of which, both of which. Or when you want to create like the quality of relative pronouns, you are able use the phrase, the best of whom, the oldest of whom, the most important of which, and etc. She has 3 daughters, the oldest of whom is studying abroad. The comedian's jokes. Why we need to, you know, the adjective here to explain, to modify the noun. She has 3 daughters. 3 daughters. Which one of the daughters? The oldest of whom is studying abroad. So there are 3 here, the 3 daughters, and explain one, the oldest of whom is studying abroad. And the following example show you how to combine 2 sentences to make a new sentence containing an adjective clause with an expressions of a quantity for quality. Here, like for people, non-resident of whom the citizens of Puerto Rico are well educated. The second one is 90% of the citizens of Puerto Rico are literate. You know, them here refer to the word the citizen of Puerto Rico. And we are able to create like the citizen of Puerto Rico, 90% of whom are literate, are well educated, combining by 2. Okay, next your practice 5. Change the second sentence in each pair to an adjective clause and combine it with a verb sentence. And I provide you some example in the first one. There is a chain of islands in the Caribbean Sea, and the most charming of the island is Puerto Rico. Toward here, there is a chain of islands in the Caribbean Sea, the most charming of which is Puerto Rico. Okay, your turn here. Same. I provide you 5 questions and combine like number 1. Adjective clauses of time and place. It is the last, I think. Okay, when you want to give explanation or give the information more detail using time and place, we need the subordinator when and while here. When and where. For the time here, restrictive and non-restrictive using when, and for the place, restrictive or non-restrictive using where. Okay, take a look at here. The lives of thousands of Germans suddenly changed on the night. East German soldiers began building the Berlin Wall during that night. And we combine the lives of thousands of Germans suddenly changed on the night when East German soldiers began building the Berlin Wall. Okay, for the last year also restrictive, the city was suddenly divided. Citizens had life, work, and shop relatively freely in the city. City here. The city where citizens had life, work, and shop relatively freely was suddenly divided. Non-restrictive. Here. On November 9, 1989, their lives changed again. The wall was torn down on November 9, 1989. On November 9, 1899, non-restrictive, when the wall was torn down, their lives changed again. Or second year for the war, Berlin was suddenly divided. Citizens had life, work, and shop relatively freely in Berlin. And Berlin, where citizens had live, work, and shop relatively freely, was suddenly divided. For adjective clauses of time and places here, using when and where. Okay, it is the possibility of the you use the word or you want to give the to modify adjective clause. Number one here, March 31st, 1980 was the day you were able to create. It is possible like you give the adjective clause when I was born, or on which I was born, or which I was born on, or that I was born on, or I was born. Omitted. Or code warning is the town. Town here you are able to give the specific information or to modify the word the town become where I grew up, in which I grew up, which I grew up in, or that I grew up in and grew up in. Okay, practice 6 here, that combine the two sentences in each pair, changing the second sentence into an adjective clause of time or place. Add commas if necessary. The verse 1 has been done for you for the example here. Okay. Germany had been divided into two countries since 1945. It was defeated in World War II in 1945. Okay, here I would like to give the specific information or modif 1945 here, or the time here. Germany had been divided into two countries since 1945 when it was defeated in World War II. Your turn here. I provided 5 number. Okay. Okay, we may conclude this material with the review here. These are very important points covered in this chapter. Yeah. An adjective clause is a dependent clause that functions as an adjective. You know the function of the adjective is to modify the noun or give more information about noun or pronoun in independent clause. The modified noun or pronoun is called the antecedent. Second, an adjective clause begins with the relative pronoun or relative adverb. Relative pronoun here like who, whom, preceded by subordinator who, whom, whose, that, or omitted, Or for the relative adverb, you are able to use subordinator when or where. And 3, place an adjective clause after its antecedents and as close to is possible to avoid confusing of meaning. Like for the previous, for the slide 1, please don't put the adjective clause so far away from the antecedents. Why? It is like make the reader confused. Like the example, how we describe about gift or the car. Please take a look at for the slide 1. It's better for you create like after gift and clause, adjective clause, and blah 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 car. That's why we have to place an adjective clause after its antecedent and as close to possible to avoid confusing meaning. So place it the adjective clause near the noun here. For the verb in adjective clause should agree in number with its antecedents. You know there is a verb agreement. It is belong to functions of the it singular or belong to they plural. Okay. Adjective clauses are either restrictive necessary or non-restrictive unnecessary. Add comma before and after non-restrictive clauses. Don't forget, put a comma in the middle, and in the middle there are 2 commas before and after non-restrictive clause. Relative pronouns here, who refers to the people, subject its own clause. Restrictive, you are able to create like this: the professor who teaches my biology class won a Nobel Prize 2 years ago. Or for the non-restrictive here, Professor Jones who teaches my biology class won a Nobel Prize 2 years ago. And the word whom, whose, which, that refer to the people, but to indicate the object, who to indicate the subject, whom to indicate the object. Look at here, the original one. She loaned her car to someone whom she did not know. Or there are two, we know that there are 2 sentences here. She loaned her car. The second one is she didn't know someone. So when we combine, she loaned her car to someone whom she didn't know. Okay, this function is object. Whose also here. I studied algebra with a professor whose name I have forgotten. So there are 2 here. I studied algebra with a professor. His name I have forgotten. Or the second sentence is I have forgotten his name, because belong to the possessive adjective. The first sentence is I study algebra with a professor. The second sentence is I have forgotten his name. Which refer to the animals and things. We can able to use the non-restrictive only here. Please using the non-restrictive only. She teaches biology, which is my favorite subject. Her husband teaches algebra, which I enjoy the least. And that using restrictive only, which using non-restrictive only, and that restrictive only. Refer to animal and things informal to people. I think today that's all about the adjective clauses, and please find my explanations, noun clause, adjective clause, and kinds of the sentences.